What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video, where we are going to be looking at the baby dragon event, the Ice Baby event, and trying to get it completed. We already completed the P.E.K.K.A event. Let's get that done on our Town Hall 12. If you do want to see more Clash of Clans, be sure to subscribe for all of my videos. Just before we get into the first attack, we are going to be using the baby loon farming method. Let's give you an update on Red Elite's progress in the CWL. So unfortunately, we will be staying in Champions 3. We came third, guys, and unfortunately, we just had too many attacks where we were going for the 3 stars and ultimately missed out on the 2. We also had a couple of 0-star disconnects. One was by myself as well. 0 stars, sickening for your clan, absolutely awful, but it's not quite happening this time. We will be gunning to get upgraded to Champ 2 next time, but let's get out into the clouds and let's see if we can find ourselves a base to wreck, get ourselves plenty of loot, and complete this event. Let's come back once we have a base. Wow, guys, check this out. A Town Hall 10 right up here in Titan League. You know what? I don't even think that I am going to feel bad taking out this guy. He's got a ton of loot. Let's see what we can do in terms of the battle blimp first. Why don't we swap to that? Make sure we don't use the wall wrecker. Can we send that in and potentially take out maybe even the single inferno? Let's send that in and see what we can do here. Let's send that, and I think, yeah, let's use the rage spell, just so that when the balloons pop out of that, look, bam, they get that single inferno, and then they move on from there. Nothing coming out of the CC, to be honest, but now what we can do is use the king and queen in this area, a couple of baby dragons down the bottom here, just to make a little bit of a funnel, and then we will push the rest of the troops, the baby dragons and the loons, straight through the middle of the base. Let's start that now, guys. Get that king used, the baby dragons coming across, and I do have a clone spell as well, so we do have the Grand Warden there, going to get that used, save a couple of the baby dragons. Why don't we use them around the side here, get a rage spell in, and once we get them balloons over the top, in goes the clone spell as well. Lots more rage spells. Let's use the Grand Warden's ability now right over all of them loons. Check that out, guys. Just so much destruction. I mean, come on. It's a Town Hall 10, we are a Town Hall 12, I think we might even save on to the rest of these spells, but that gives you an idea of the baby loon farming method. You basically want to create that funnel and try and push your baby dragons and loons right the way through the base. Remember, it's not really a 3-star strategy, so up against Town Hall 12s, you'll probably only get the 2, but let's move on to the next attack. Okay, we had a Town Hall 10 the first time, we have a Town Hall 11 the second time, maybe third time we will get that Town Hall 12. Let's dive straight into it though. Let's not even use the siege machine for this one. Maybe you guys don't have the siege machine. Let's show you exactly what you would do without it. Now, I do want to push towards the Dark Elixir, and I think I want to push in towards the Eagle first. So why don't we send a baby dragon from either side, then the king, the queen, and ideally you're just trying to swoop from one side of the base to the other with this technique. So you want a good spread with your loons and your baby dragons, and then let's get the warden in the middle with them clan castle loons. Let's get a rage spell on either side and really trying to just press everything forward here. Why don't we pop a rage spell in the middle here as well, trying to use a freeze right onto the eagle and that Tesla farm. Very nice. Let's use the Grand Warden's ability, clone all of them loons in the middle, and then really that's what we need down as well, just that middle compartment. So let's get a rage onto them loons there as well, absolutely crushing it. Look at the baby dragons as well. When they clump up like that, it's not necessarily a bad thing, guys, because to be honest, although they lose out on their ranged bonus, I could have pressed the queen's ability there to really try and help get that wizard tower down quicker and help my loons, but honestly, we've pretty much cleared what we need to at this point, and I'm not worried. I have my level 60 queen and her ability. She is going to crush the rest of this base. So again, when the baby dragons get to the end of it here, you can see they don't have that enraged bonus, but it's kind of like a last second lifeline that you have as your balloons come through and ultimately go down. The baby dragons, as they split, will then start to get that enraged bonus. You'll see that in a second. Maybe the queen can get ahead and get the air defense here. I'm going to press her ability, get the cannon, the air defense. That will protect these two baby dragons coming through, and it is a guaranteed 3-star at this point. Beautiful stuff. I'll be very, very happy if we can get the 3 on a 12 as well, but I think it's going to be an under-level 12. I've got to be honest with you guys, this isn't a 3-star strategy. It is a farming strategy. Be sure to let me know in the comments what your favorite farming strategy is, but remember, this is for the event as well. Getting them builder potions as part of this, the power-up potions, magical items, and they do definitely help out in war. You only need to use 6 baby dragons. We're using 15 with this strategy, so we're showing you how to easily get this done, guys. Another 3-star. Let's move on to that final attack. Okay guys, here we go, a Town Hall 12 with a decent amount of loot, and I'm quite liking the look of this, to be honest, because if we see over on this side, you can see the air defense and the Inferno Tower. I'm quite liking that, and I'm thinking, let's send the Battle Blimp in alongside a Rage Spell, and let's pop it out right over the top of that, and try and take that entire section down. It has worked beautifully as well, guys. Look at that. If I'd have sent some more loons in, we might have even got the eagle there as well. That is crazy. We can also do a quick exchange, our king and queen, over on the side here to take out the enemy queen. I mean, this defender, what is going on with his base? We can take that out, then we can basically use the rest of the troops straight over to the side of the base there. So let's create a little bit of a funnel on this side with the baby dragons. Then what we'll do is press it in quite heavy in towards that air sweeper. Try and basically get around the side of it with the loons. Let's go ahead and start that process now. So I know we're coming from the opposite side to where the queen is here, but I'm just going to let my archer queen do a little bit of a mission down the bottom there by herself. Then let's get the rage spells in either side to press the balloons forward. I do want to use my clone spells onto the balloons coming over the middle here, so let's get that in. Let's go ahead and get the freeze onto the eagle and onto the town hall. As we press the balloons through here, let's press that queen's ability. Once the Giga Tesla goes down, we'll have to press that Grand Warden's ability to save all of these troops as they come through. That is absolutely fantastic. We've got a great spread, a huge amount of balloons, and there's no way that this is not going to be a 3-star, guys. The queen has gone down, but her archers are going to allow us to crush the bottom of this base. A Town Hall 10, a Town Hall 11, and now a Town Hall 12, all 3-starred with the baby loon farming method. And I'm telling you guys, it is a fantastic method. You guys should try and use it, and it will definitely help you to complete the Ice Baby event. Just before we wrap up the video, guys, coming back to base, that has helped us out massively. We have a ton of loot, and let's go ahead and get some upgrades. We have 3 builders on the ready. We do have a couple of our Inferno Towers at max level, but the third one still needs a little bit of love and attention here. So why don't we get that one upgrading? 10 million, but there it goes. Now what I'm trying to do is use the elixir onto my Grand Warden, but I need him for war. So it's only if I have a Book of Heroes, and right now I do not have one. I do have enough war medals in order to get the Hammer of Heroes, but I want to save that for the latter levels of the king. He's only level 45 at the minute. I want to save that from like level 50 onwards, or 55 onwards ideally. In terms of the laboratory, what I think we're going to do, now that we know that the siege machines, they're definitely going to operate the way that they do in terms of the levels, I'm going to actually go ahead and upgrade that, because it doesn't really cost any more as you upgrade them. So I think the Wall Wrecker is the one I'm going to upgrade. 6 million, there that one goes. Now with the extra, what I think we're going to do is get one more builder working here, and if you guys don't know, all of the gold mines, the elixir collectors, and the dark elixir drills were all upgraded. So we're going to get one of them upgrading 6 days, and basically I have all of my dark elixir drills up already. That was my main priority. When do my builders finish? 4 days. So let's keep one of them free just in case we need to put any extra into walls. But that is going to wrap it up for this one, guys. I've been your host, Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out.